A Riverview man has been without his vehicle since early November. It was repossessed from his driveway, even though he never missed a single payment.
Turns out a judge granted the seizure after a 14-year-old landlord-tenant case was quietly reopened. And get this, even though there was a judgment against the man in 2012, court records show he was never notified. 8 on Your Side consumer investigator Shannon Bankin joins us now in studio with this wild story.
Jen, Josh, not knowing about the lawsuit and then losing the vehicle all these years later was unusual enough. But what I found out about the plaintiff was shocking to even some lawyers involved in the case. Charles Songer's nightmares started in November when his wife came home from work.
She says, oh, you're home. I'm like, of course I'm home. She goes, well, where's your vehicle? And so it's outside. I thought she was joking with me. I go outside and check and my vehicle's gone.
He made call after call, his lender, law enforcement, and a tow company that led to a call with a Lutz attorney, Jennifer Ann Garner, who was handling a court case that had been reopened in November 2025. That's when Songer says he heard for the first time that he and a roommate had been sued in 2012 by their landlord in Tallahassee. His red 2021 Chevy Tahoe was repossessed to satisfy a $9,052 judgment in that lawsuit.
That's a lot of rent that they're claiming wasn't paid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you're saying that's not true?
It's definitely not true, no. Again, the rental claim was even after the lease was up. And so that's what I wasn't understanding is how did I satisfy a lease, but you're claiming for after the lease was up.
Songer's attorney points to court documents that show no service, indicating Songer was never notified about the lawsuit. And there's another issue. The original 2012 eviction claims rent wasn't paid from June 2011 to January 2012, but the lease attached to that suit shows terms from February 2010 to February 2011. 4 months before rent was allegedly owed. Songer says he didn't even live there during the dates in question.
The due process was missed here. I didn't have the chance to even, I would have went to court that day, obviously, and said, hey, we have an issue with her claim, and I'll be able to defend myself, but I haven't had that opportunity until my vehicle was stolen.
Songer's attorney says lack of service should be enough to get the truck back, but time is critical. So I tried to contact the plaintiff, the landlord listed in the case, Amber Carlberg. I reached her parents. We were all in for a shock. Her parents tell me she died from COVID in 2021. They call this situation ridiculous and want to know how their late daughter could still be named as a plaintiff, and if the truck is sold, where would the money go? I reached the lawyer handling the case. In the name of the plaintiff, the landlord, she declined to answer my questions. However, Songer's attorney tells me she agrees that there was a lack of service in the original lawsuit and now agrees to give the truck back. Those details, though, are still being worked out. I will stay on this until Mr. Songer has his truck back.
I thought the plot twist was that he didn't even live in the apartment at the time of this so-called judgment or the lawsuit, but the mic drop is that the plaintiff is deceased. How does this even happen, and what happens to the law? I have so many questions.
There are so many questions. With every phone call on this story, I discovered something else. Songer's attorney tells me that he is moving to throw out this judgment from 2012, and it is worth noting that is something the landlord's parents tell me they also support. And as for the issue of the plaintiff who died in 2021, law experts tell me there are several issues here. An attorney cannot represent a dead person, and this case is not in the name of an estate. I'm continuing to look into how this happened.
There sounds like so much more to this story. Okay, keep peeling back the layers. I'm eager for the update.